week. San-Prater Ho born tort. So when I see this San-Prater, I visualize 7 days in a row in my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So instead of just visualizing the English word, I visualize 7 days in a row, and the seventh day being the Sabbath, San-Prater. It's really hard to link in your mind like week and English language versus Khmer language. This is actually kind of like a mid symbol or concept, like 7 days Sabbath, San-Prater. What really seems to help me out a lot is basically like, I don't know why my hand's shaking, sorry, is to basically do like 5 to 10 Khmer language and then switch back over to our family business. And people ask me like, 5 people that I know directly are like, why is it important to you to have a net worth of billion or multi-billion or $150 billion like Bill Gates or $150 billion like Jeff Bezos, or be one of the first person to get $1,000 billion, and my answer to that is, it just is. So the reason why space and time are inextricably linked, in my opinion, is because of this concept of us happening upon ourselves on the surface of a sphere or a host. We are basically, there's a host with multiple guests. So like we've said all along, there's a backstory to how these symbols arise. Like, what's the definition of life? Well, it's very much based on this concept of hive, the birds and the bees, fertilized egg versus unfertilized egg. So yes, it's the holy grail of Einstein and Hawking's greatest wish of all time to connect the branches of science in a very meaningful way with powerful expressions that allow us to achieve huge things in the future, like more so than we've ever thought possible. But hey, let's make it easy to use instead of having to be like the world's greatest mathematician to know what the heck is being talked about. That way we can get everybody on Earth on board with it. Let's make it more anonymous than Wikipedia. That way people go to Top Wiki first, making it the most popular product of all time in the history of our species, Wikipedia second, and then their official source third for high school and college, and everybody else on planet Earth. Everybody has a smartphone now, so it's made formal education completely obsolete, virtually instantaneously. Now, it's not, higher education isn't going anywhere because there has to be a standard formalized process to certify who's an expert, who's not an expert. Because we have to have experts for law to work, to have rule of law, law-governed societies, and we have to have experts for judgment, competition, comparing one human with another human, like who's the better doctor. This one has a 97% survival rate of people with this surgery. This person, we're not even sure where they went to school or what they learned. So there has to be, so the smartphone has made the underlying premise of college obsolete, but practically and functionally, it's not going to disappear for another 200, 300 years. And I understand that. So again, why is it important to me to not just connect science, but then in a way that's summarized and easy to use, and then links directly back into Wikipedia for expanded learning, so it connects not just science, but it connects our understanding so that everybody on Earth can use it and feel good about it, making it the most popular product ever conceived ever. And having this goal of crossing the multi-trillionaire mark for my family, assets minus liabilities equals net worth, it's what I get out of it. It's like, why would anybody want to sacrifice and suffer this much and think about this shit for this much? Because ultimately, if we pull this off, you all are going to be multi-billionaires, and my family is going to be richer than Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos. We're creating a product that is so much more powerful than Microsoft DOS, Windows, so much more powerful and valuable than Apple and Apple products, so much more valuable to everybody on earth than Amazon.com, or in theory, it could help reduce human suffering at a rate that has never been imagined. And that's pretty cool.